Well, that was weird. I accidentally pushed the button that stopped my audio recording for my commentary. So, if things are a little weird at the end of the last episode, that's why. And it was like 30 minutes in, so I decided, you know what? Let's just do another episode. It'll take longer to re-record that last one, and I'm kind of in the middle of something here. So, yeah. And I've decided that I am going to, for better or worse, continue this after tomorrow, because I want to know what's going on. I mean, the Ottomans are the last really difficult thing. Oh, there's more guys there than I expected. And tearing them up always makes me feel good, so we'll probably, we'll probably continue. I can just switch between the versions. Buttons convert to Protestant. Good job. And really, it's, you want to see what's going on. Spend some money, of course. Strict. Nice. That's my current king, yes? Yeah. Nice. Bold fighter. This guy's going to be incredible. Yes. Is it worth it to lose stability? Probably. That's probably true. Alright, looks like my helpers are crossing. So I may as well. I may as well also do so. Ah. Alright. James Hepburn. Isn't he the guy who went to Japan? Or am I thinking the wrong dude? Oh, the Fort in Ankara. Right, okay. Hello, Ottomans! Welcome to Europe! I believe the Ottomans retreated there. Which is what the outcome I wanted, obviously. No, just go to here. Yeah, the Ottomans definitely retreated. Did Austria just fuck off? Apparently I built some mercenaries. That's perfectly fine. They're actually going to change the way mercenaries work. 10, 10. Let's make these into a little bit more even armies. There we go. Since I have the manpower, since I have the force limit, it'll be fine. Nice. And really, I mean, I was thinking about ending the series simply because the new patch is coming out, and that's that's a good reason, because it's going to prevent me from doing stuff, I guess. It'll prevent me from doing the stuff. Alright. You're not going to have time to take that before they come at you. What? My colony! Why is there so many cannons here? I was gonna ask why they had performed tercios, but I guess they get to choose. I'm building my colony's troops rather than anything else. Oh, I could feed this to Portugal, actually. Yeah. That's a much better plan. I should just seize these and then feed these to Portugal. Not this one. Since we're going to be waiting long enough for this to complete. This one should be done in 3 years. Yes. So, do you want to know what dumbass reason I don't have time to do stuff today? It's because Persona 5 came out yesterday and I want to play it. No, it's also because I got other stuff to do, but fine. Leisure time. Portugal. Has its constraints, right? Just like everybody. Oh, I also wanted to ask a question of people. I've been considering streaming for a long time, and now I think I've got a reasonably set schedule which I could do it. What would be a good day for people to for me to stream? It'd probably be a weekend, and any day but Friday. I can't really stream on Fridays. I've got social stuff I do on Fridays. Social nerd stuff. Alright. Dudes. Go fight some Turks. Ah. They got it. They got it. They know what's going on. What are you doing? This will probably make these guys move. Yep, they're coming in to help. They've got that under control. There we go. Fuck you, the Ottomans. Really, when fighting the Ottomans have such quality troops. And did they win that battle? Did the Ottomans win? Or is this the this is a shattered retreat? No, they lost. The Ottomans usually have such high quality troops, and you can't be depending on having a tech advantage on them, so that you're basically just going, well, how can I get more men than them? And the answer is beat England and conquer all the stuff. Or Russia, or whatever. Just have more dudes. Problem solved. Alright, so you are basically done. Don't know where the rest of the Ottoman fleet is. I know they have some over in the New World. Hey, go block this, actually. Help that siege that's been taking a ridiculously long time. Ooh. Nice. This builds a new colony? Or did it just complete that one? I just completed this one. Alright. Let's keep moving on to Alaska. Yes. so what is here? What is here? This is 5 heavies, 18 galleys, which are useless, 26 transports, and 5 troops. So he's not landing the troops because I have more troops in the area, which is reasonable. Yeah. Yes, okay. Also, what kind of games, I suppose people are going to say, Paradox games, stream Paradox games. And that's something that I figured I would do. But I don't always like doing the same thing all the time, so I'd like to have a little variety in things I do. One of the problems is I'm very behind on my DLCs for stuff. So I don't necessarily have the DLCs available for most of the Paradox games. I don't have the Monk one for Crusader Kings. I don't have the Weird Canada one for Hearts of Iron 4. So there's a disadvantage to doing that. Basically, the only one I will be caught up on if I decide to get the expansion tomorrow is this one. Mostly because I've been currently playing this one more than anything else. Aha! So they are... Spain is doing stuff. Okay, so the Ottomans are like, oh no! Stop killing us! Too bad. You will get no sympathy from me. They'll give me a fuckload of money. Hey. Da-da. 97%. So like 6 months. Yes. Okay, so this stuff is still California. This is also still California. So I could take this province and give it to Portugal. Both of these provinces, actually, I could. Maybe. That would be something to do after the war. Saxony doesn't have an heir. That's interesting. But not too advantageous right now. We'll just let Canada take those. Rather, that's New Norway, isn't it? Yeah. So Spain, you're not going to finish your colonial nation over here. That's disappointing. I don't know. I mean, that kind of sucks, right? And yeah, I know I have a lazy diplomat going on. I would think that would be fine. My conquistador, no! I'll ever conquist things. Where's he going? I would guess here. I don't know how accurate that is, but that seems reasonable, right? That's not where he's going. Okay. Trebizond still exists. What? Especially with QQ being so big. I don't know. I don't understand why they still exist. They're Syrian separatists. Syria is a very useful vassal if you are trying to bust up the Ottomans. Oh, there's a fort here. Right. Petition of Rights. Okay, in 1628, the English Parliament passed the Petition of Rights. Under its terms, the king could not levy any new taxes without the consent of Parliament. Furthermore, soldiers could not be billeted in private homes. Martial law could not be imposed in time of peace. Finally, the Petition of Rights forbid the imprisonment of individuals without cause. We could sign it, lose 1 stability, get -1 unrest for a little while, and a bunch of stuff, or refuse to sign it, lose 2 stability, and get a bunch of crap happening. Well, 1 stability is better than 2 stability. I don't think that the unrest is going to matter that much. Lincolnshire, Leinster, Limerick, Connaught, and Norfolk. The real thing is that 2 stability is worse than 1 stability. Yeah. 1 stability is fine. I've been at positive stability basically the entire game, so I can't complain, right? Ottoman particularists. That's not good. Alright. Nice. What are you doing, Ottomans? Aha. Alright, so, Tunis. Are you willing to get out of this war? No, not quite. Not quite. You gotta go after those rebels there. That would be useful to me. No? Alright. Alright, let's go smash them up. There we go. The English Civil War. Alright. Move. The English Civil War from 1642 to 1648 was the result of a long power struggle between the Stuart monarchs and the Puritan-led Parliament. Intensification of royal judicial procedures, Star Chamber, and demand for taxes, 1635 money for naval construction, were faced by parliamentary opposition, summary of grievances in 1641 grand remonstrance, and execution of royal advisors. This is actually a bit later than it's... yeah. We've managed to stave it off for a while. The arrest of John Pym, the Puritan leader in Catholic uprising in Ulster, sparked the war between the Royalists and the Parliament. The decisive reform and new model army of Oliver Cromwell led to the capture and execution of King Charles I, and establishment of the English Commonwealth, a military dictatorship controlled by Lord Protector, and reduced Parliament. Following successful wars against Holland and Spain, the monarchy would be re-established by General Monk in 1658 to the profit of Charles II, a fervent absolutist. So, you can side with parliamentarians, and you lose 40,000 some manpower. Star Chamber will be removed. We get Oliver Cromwell, who's pretty good, and changes to Republican dictatorship. We get morale of armies and a bunch of crap. This is basically just change. That's what the Republican dictatorship does in the empire level. So, yeah. And we get the Republican cultural sufferance thing at the bottom, which is not necessarily a unique thing for that. And 56 pretender rebels rise up in Cornwall, or we could side with the Royalists, and we lose 4,000 manpower, and 59 pretender rebels rise up in revolt in Fife. So, one of the reasons why I don't want to do this is because our next king is actually really, really good. Better than Oliver Cromwell in this case. And absolute monarchy is probably not better than Republican dictatorship. But it does give me the nobles as a class to work with. Which is one of the reasons I've been avoiding giving seats of parliament to people. What this does, in essence, is just this removes our permanent, primitive government. It's not primitive in the sense that it's like, you know, bad. It's primitive in the sense that it's the one we started with, and is probably less good than either of these two options. I'm going to side with the Royalists here, for the reasons that the king is going to be super good. And apparently the particulars decided to just leave. Okay. Fortunately, it's a fortress in there. So, thankfully we have enough guys up here. I'm going to build a few more... let's build a few more mercenaries up here just to boost things. Now, by default, it will pick parliamentarianism, so I need to be vigilant about this. Colonial border conflict. Scotland is a duchy. I was like, what the hell? No. That indicates that England is... Are either of them particularly high? New England is 22. New Scotland is 16. Yeah. An easy choice, if ever there was one. Alright. And Gwynedd! You jerk! Well, at least there's a fort there. One of the things that they're changing in the new patch is they're actually making Scorched Earth more valuable. It used to be super good, but it's not anymore. Alright. And it's only 43 now. And let's get a good leader. Shoot him up! What else is required to end this? I think I need to increase my few rebels are within one, stability of at least one. Okay. So, there we go. Of at least one. That was a lot, but it's fine. Alright. Now does this count that Turkish rebel army? And that's technically not my rebels, right? What's going on down here? No, let's not do that. That seems foolish. Let's just... Yeah, this guy's dead. Unfortunately, since these guys are the Pretender Rebels, they will stick around. Okay, so Luango. Luango's down here. Add to the thing. Okay. There we go. End of the English Civil War, so clearly it didn't count. English Civil War is finally over as Edward VI and his supporters have crushed the opposing faction and entrenched their preferred type of government. Order has been restored by the Royalists, so we get absolute monarchy, national unrest, discipline, monthly autonomy change, etc., etc., and 50 prestige, 2 stability. Spend that prestige on our shitty vassals. Hey, shitty vassals. Which ones are shitty? Novgorod and Portugal, I would guess, yeah. And yeah, we'll do one here too. Boom. +3 stability. Notice that requires you to be at +3 stability. There's no way to avoid it. I mean, it's like there's a problem with being at 3 stability. Well, I guess if you wanted to spawn the revolution requires you to be at negative stability. Alright, so let's split you in half, send one of you to London, send one of you to Kent, I guess. You can preemptively start protecting trade in Constantinople. Yes. And we'll lose more dudes. If I had to guess, I think he's going this way. Alright. One of the things I could do is I could... Portuguese, Australia. Awesome. Awesome. They're not in the war, though. Yet. Oh, shit! Run! There's Ottomans there! Okay. Tunis. I would like Spain to do something about this stuff. Alright, so can I transfer you now? Transfer to Portuguese Louisiana. I don't know if I'm going to be allowed to do it. I think I had this problem last time in that I thought I could do this, but then I didn't. I didn't able to do it. I could see if I could sell it to them, otherwise me having it is the best choice here. That's fine. Alright, let's modify our... Oh, it's still taking that into account. Great. Alright, and you should be working on one of these. And Portugal should be working on one of them too for you. Spain's doing their thing over there. Excellent. Okay. Let's go get him. People flee to the colonies. Yes. Do it. What? This is gonna be, yeah, military tech. Not a big deal. Okay. So how close are we to the deal here? If we piece out, if we could piece out Tunis, that would be a lot easier. But Spain seems reluctant to fight Tunis, and they are losing land. Oh, fuck. Which one did I choose? Damn. Well, whatever it is, it made them mad at me, so it's fine. Oh, and I have the nobility now. Cool. Let's call it diet. Let's give them some land. The militarymen. Let's give them stuff up here. Stockholm. How much do you need? 10%? Yeah, Scandinavia is a good place to do that. Since it's not worth all that much in the first place. And I'd like to get the bonuses for that stuff, and I can actually start getting military power from guys. I think maybe if you pick the parliamentarian, you still get the bonus for having, you still are able to use the nobility. But one of the great things you can do is you can get a diplomat, which is awesome. Alright, now getting, and you can get generals, which is great. Alright, so whatever that choice was, I apparently just pissed the clergy off, which will be very short-lived. And we're going to get some prestige from this war, so I could probably go ahead and choose to... I'm losing ships. I lost 7 heavies. Damn. Those heavies, man. I mean, their only, you know, thing that they do is fight, so losing them is just a consequence of the nature of the beast, right? Take the 6 and send them here. Alright, so I think that will be an episode. Yeah, I've decided that I'm going to continue this for at least a while, even when the new one comes out. I'll probably do it less often, just because, you know, I'm not feeling that pressed to do things. I'll maybe do one per day. Yeah. And let me know what you think about the streaming thing. I mean, if I can't find something that, you know, people want, then I'll just do a day, and maybe people will come see it anyway. But, yeah, I will see you next time on Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. And, oh, and the streaming thing probably won't be happening for a couple weeks, but, yeah, just keep that in mind.